The Missing Bride of Craghallon, Chapter 1 of 9. It was the most dazzling morning Craghallon had seen in many a year. The sun danced across the treetops of the enchanted forest, turning every leaf into glittering emeralds. Master cobbler Dabby O'Hagan was bustling about his little workshop, polishing a pair of wedding shoes so fine that the birds outside chirped admiringly at their shine. "Tomorrow, I'll be a married leprechaun," Dabby grinned, his bushy red beard fluffing with excitement. "Ginny Maguire, the loveliest lass in all of Craghallon, will be mine forever." The villagers were busy decorating the square with garlands of clovers and strings of golden lights. Everywhere there was laughter and the clinking of mugs filled with sparkling apple cider. But just as Dabby put the final gleam on the golden buckles of the wedding shoes, there came a frantic knock at his door. It was Megan from the post office. "Dabby! Oh, Dabby! Ginny's gone!" "Gone?" Dabby's twinkling green eyes grew wide with panic. "What do you mean, gone? She was just fetching her wedding garland this morning." "She never returned," Megan said, her bright green eyes filled with worry. "We've searched the village, the forest, even the meadows where the unicorns graze, but there's no sign of her." Without wasting a moment, Dabby grabbed his trusty cobbler's hammer, which hung on a hook by the door. "Don't you worry, Megan. I'll find Ginny and bring her home safe and sound before the wedding bells chime." As the two hurried into the village square, they found a crowd of leprechauns gathered near the fountain. There, at the edge of the cobblestone path, lay something peculiar, a golden locket, shimmering faintly in the sunlight. Dabby crouched down and picked it up. It was cold to the touch, and the intricate carvings of twisted vines and bones sent a shiver up his spine. "This isn't Ginny's," he muttered, his bushy brows knitting together. "I've never seen anything like it." The leprechaun queen herself, adorned in her emerald gown and ivy crown, stepped forward from the crowd. Her piercing blue eyes studied the locket with great concern. "This is no ordinary trinket," she said gravely. "It reeks of dark magic, a curse no doubt." The villagers gasped. Dabby's hands tightened around his cobbler's hammer. "Who would do such a thing? And why take Ginny?" The queen's voice was heavy with foreboding. "I fear this is the work of the wicked hobgoblin, Devlena. She's long harbored a hatred for happiness, and your wedding, Dabby, would have brought more joy to Craghallon than any event in years." Dabby's heart pounded. "Then we'll stop her. We'll find Ginny and make sure Devlena's schemes fail." Just then, a flash of white caught Dabby's eye. It was Sasha, the majestic unicorn, stepping gracefully from the forest edge. Her spiraled horn glowed faintly with magic, and her violet eyes were soft yet determined. "If Devlena has taken Ginny, her trail will be faint," Sasha said, her voice as calm as a gentle stream. "But I will help you track it." "Thank you, Sasha," Dabby said, climbing onto her glittering back. He turned to the queen and the villagers. "Keep Craghallon safe. I'll bring Ginny home." As Sasha's sparkling hooves carried them deep into the forest, Dabby felt a chill in the air. The trees grew darker and twisted, their branches clawing at the sky. Sasha beside him, her horn dimming in the eerie shadows. "Dabby," she whispered, "we must be careful. Devlena's minions will be watching." Not long after, a rustling sound came from the bushes. Suddenly, shadowy forms with glowing red eyes crept out from the darkness, circling them. These were the hobgoblin's minions, their shapes shifting like smoke, their hollow eyes fixed hungrily on Dabby. Dabby wasn't afraid, not one bit. "Back, ye shady scoundrels!" he shouted, leaping from Sasha's back and wielding his hammer. With a flick of her horn, Sasha sent a beam of light scattering through the shadows. The minions hissed and shrank away into the trees, but not before leaving behind a small, tattered scrap of fabric. "It's from Ginny's dress!" Dabby exclaimed, holding the cream-colored cloth in his hand. "She was here," Sasha nodded. "The trail grows stronger. We mustn't stop now." The two pressed on, determined to follow the faint traces of Ginny's path. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the locket in Dabby's pocket grew colder, and a strange whispering sound filled the air. It seemed to murmur secrets, tempting him to open it. But Dabby knew better than to fall for such tricks. "Dabby," Sasha the unicorn said in her soft, musical voice, stepping gracefully beside him. Her shimmering white coat sparkled in the sunlight, and her spiraled silver horn glowed faintly. "I've seen that locket before. It's bound to a dark magic that hasn't been whispered of for centuries. There's only one place we might find answers: the depths of the enchanted forest. Dabby gave a firm nod, clutching his trusty cobbler's hammer in his leather apron. Then we've no time to lose. Lead the way, Sasha. The two set off, weaving through the towering trees that grew thicker and more tangled with every step. The cheerful chirps of birds were soon replaced by an eerie silence. Even the sunlight seemed hesitant to follow them, leaving long, twisting shadows in its wake. Yet, Sasha's horn illuminated the path like a lantern, steady and unwavering. Little did he know, this was just the beginning of an adventure that would test his courage, wit, and love more than he ever imagined.